once again, I've kind of failed at making chickens out of these. But hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. So hopefully I've whittled this video down where it's not quite so long, but it's got a lot of candling in it where you can see all the different issues and what they look like. Dark video, but I tried really hard to get the film right. And it's got the autopsies where it shows the disgusting part. So hopefully it can be of use to somebody else. The reason why it's still so dirty is because I couldn't submerge this in water because it says caution. Do not allow liquid to come in contact with the circuit board, this little doohickey. And so I was very careful about that and just wiped it. And then on the inside I tried to sanitize as much as I could because they're supposed to be susceptible to bacteria. So this is a what name brand is this? Little Giant? Little Giant. It's a bunch of styrofoam too, and styrofoam. This has been sitting in the barn for a while. But Dad said it still works. So, something munched on it a little. But that's okay. It's going to do the job. And I think there's little plugs that go with this that are not there. But I know where there's some little quirks I can stick in there. I will make it happen. So I'm going to go plug this in and look over the instruction manual one more time because I know it said to let it go for 1 day before putting the eggs in. So I'm going to do that. I decided to go ahead and fill the water channels now because it makes sense that the water is going to be a different temperature, and we want the temperature to be all the same when it's time to put the little chickies in. Yes, that's better. I happen to have these 2 totes. And yes, it's a mess in here, but we're not making fires right now. I just happen to have a plug-in right there. And this is back in a corner where Puppy won't be tempted to chew on it. Okay, the water's full, and it says it's 70 degrees even though I've had it pulled apart. It's not that warm in here. And where's that little hole? And are you seasick yet? I'm going to stuff that hole with a piece of tissue for right now. They're in there. I have 3 more eggs. I'm supposed to take this plug out when we start the hatch. And I'm waiting again for this little symbol to turn into a little egg symbol over here that says the temperature is the correct time. We have it dated so I can count the 18 days. And we're gonna go. Maybe these will do better than I did. Because the hens only got 6 babies apiece out of a dozen. And I've got like, I don't know, 34 in there, I think. In the meantime, I'm gonna feed this little darling. Come here, little guys. Hey, don't peck me. Now see what we did? Now we're gonna make a mess. I gotta clean that again today. These ones are getting quite big. Still not ready to go outside yet though, because we have hawks. Handling on the 14th day, but there was some notes on the forum about doing it dry, and we're gonna see about that because I don't have a humidity thing, and this gauge was said to have been a problem, and I put the temperature up to 101 instead. We get to crack these one at a time. I hope they're not really disgusting like that. That's just a clump of cells. That didn't do anything. So, I know it's sick, but I gotta find out what happened. Obviously, it's not coming out there. Okay, let's try one that I marked that didn't have anything. Please, no stinkies. Nothing. Just a runny yolk. Nothing in there. Nothing grew. Ew, I didn't really want to touch the yolks, but I get to. This one also showed nothing. And there's the red ring around the thing. Oh, I was mistaken. One of these tried to make a baby, but it didn't get very far. And yeah, no baby, just stuff. Okay, this one had a ring around the end. No baby. Just blood vessels. I noticed these ones were the farthest away from the heating unit. This one, I wasn't sure what happened at all, but I couldn't see a baby in there, so. Nope. Nothing. Oh. I don't know if you can see down in there. And of course, it went away. It's smaller than my pinky. It's about right there. Tiny, tiny, tiny little baby chicken tried to grow. See if I can dump some of the stuff out and you can see it better. It's about right there. Little eyeball on there. But it quit. It tried. Try, baby. Come on. I really don't want to stick my finger in the middle of things. Now this one has a little try baby too. Where are you? Come on. See a little white thing floating around about right there? Every time I tip the bowl down and get the shadow off, it moves. Right at the end of my finger. Little teeny tiny tried egg. Okay, this one just says X. I don't know what that means. I'm breaking them now because if they break on their own, they're gonna stink really bad. Yeah, there was absolutely no chicken in there. Nothing. Just blood vessels. Sometimes they just don't. This one I had marked as fertile to start with, but it did nothing. Oh, yeah, it was a quitter. I'll try to zoom the camera in this time instead of you see the little eyeball right there. There's the little creature. It tried. It looks like it grew for a week. Not the greatest lighting. That one had no BB. I don't know if they didn't get fertilized or what. If they just didn't. That was kind of a weird looking egg with little spots of calcium gunk all over it. So, older hen. This one I had marked as fertile too, and it quit. It stopped. All of these were at the other end of the incubator. Oh, that one has a little one in there too. Right there. Tiny little thing. My dog is over here just waiting because on egg day he almost always gets one. But these ones are kind of gross. I don't think I really want to give him those. No, baby. Just a blood ring. Nothing. But we kind of knew that when we looked at it, so I let him sit overnight because I didn't want to do this in the middle of the night. As if lighting isn't hard enough during the day. I don't see the baby in this one either. Nope. This one had the little spots all over it too. Good for eating, not so great for hatching. It doesn't look like it did anything. I have an old hen I need to get rid of, I think. No, baby. So, yes, I overloaded it. I broke the rules. I'm breaking the rules a lot because when I break them, I have better success. Anyway, I left room over in the middle here for the heater thingy. And this is just for the first few days, and I'm going to candle them on day 7. I only had a few that were still fertile because I got rid of all the roosters because of my lovely neighbor. And so I overloaded, and since I lose all but 4 out of the entire batch, I decided to increase my odds a little bit. So we'll see how that works out. And this batch, I'm starting dry. Okay, I'm going to take more pains this time to not let them cool off. And this one has a weird ring around the whole thing. I'm thinking didn't make it. One I did mark, but I wasn't sure either. If I knew for sure, I marked him with an X, like if I saw no signs of life. And this one has a weird ring all the way around. Well, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do that on the camera. It's my understanding that the ones that make a ring around the eggs are duds, and get rid of them because you're going to have an egg bomb. Anyway, I do it with a Sharpie. They said to do it with a pencil. I like Sharpies. One I had marked as a dud, and because it had a ring around it, and it has not gotten any different. There we go. Oh yeah, I see a round circle. I don't see the chicken egg thing. I think this one was a dud too. Okay. That's until I find a good one. There's nothing in there. I didn't mark this one as a dud. But I don't see anything in there either. This is the first row. I switched to the cell phone, trying to not find a dud. So I see blood vessels in that pattern, again a thick shell. And I marked the air sac, and it appears to not have grown much. I see a big blob floating around there. I don't know if this is alive or dead. So I just keep getting duds here. This one was a quitter. See the ring that goes all the way around it? That's the quitter. No baby, just a blood vessel ring. Quitter. And then there's the air sac. It hasn't really moved much. Now this one is confusing. I marked it as fertile. And I see something in there where it tried, right there by my thumb. But I also see a big thick ring of stuff. And I see that the air sac hasn't done much. So, but I see a little baby in there. Doesn't that look like a little chicken right there? I'm not going to wiggle it too much. It looks like a little chicken. We're going to let it go. So, that's how much the egg sac grew. The camera sucks. I see something in there, but I sure as heck can't see it moving. This one I marked as fertile too. The air sac grew that much. And I don't know how to say what's in there. Your guess is as good as mine. It's a dark shell and a thick shell. Get back in there where you belong. This one I had marked. I just marked the air sac. I marked it as fertile. But I marked the bloodline ring thing with markers so you can tell where it is. So that's supposed to be dead egg. And the air sac did nothing. This one also has a definite ring around in a circle. So, I didn't mark this one. Quitter. Definite quitter. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this one. There's nothing in it. This one I wasn't sure about. The air sac did something. And it's got a thick shell, so it's hard telling what's in there. But I see a blob of something. Oh, hey. Is that an eyeball? I think that might be an eyeball. I'm not really sure. Oh well, there's something in there. It doesn't look rotten. We're keeping it. This one is hard to see because it's a brown egg. But the air sac did something. I didn't see a definite red line. But I do see what looks like little spider veins all over the place. Good thing. See? See right there, little veins everywhere? So, we're going to keep that one. Thick shell. Finally. Look at this eggshell. It has little spots all over it. Some of my hands are getting old. Check out the veins. I see veins all over. Come on, get on the light. Get on the light. Did I just see little feet? I think I'm wishful thinking hardcore now. It was better with the cell phone. Good egg, surprisingly. I was a little reluctant to put that spotty old thing on there. But I figured, come on, light. Light. This one I marked as fertile, and this is a really good one. If I can get it on camera. Let me see if I can find it first. Right there, I see lots of healthy blood vessels. And is that dirt? No, that's a healthy blood vessel right there. And then over here is a little creature that just flipping moved. Look at that. It moved. I didn't move it. It moved. You gonna do it again? Yes, look at you. You moved. It's alive. I can't wait till they start peeping. It's fun when they start peeping. Now, you're gonna run away again. Okay, this one's a white one. And we can see things in there really well. At least I could without the camera. You see the blood vessels? Lots of them. It's nice and healthy. See that nice healthy blood vessel? And that little blob. Come on. You gonna move for me? You just moved a minute ago. Oh, that light. Come on. It's moving away from the light. Come on. There you are. It's moving as I'm moving the eggshell around. You can't see a distinct shape, but I'm not moving the egg at all now, and this little critter is moving around, which is kind of cool. Okay, this is a white one, and you can see it really clear. If I can get the camera on there right. There it is. See if I can get you closer. That is a moving little chicken. Kind of a miracle. It keeps running away from the light. When they get cooled off, they don't like to move as much, I noticed. So I don't keep them out of the incubator for very long. Are you going to show your little face again? I had no idea where the eyeball went. There you are. You're moving. Maybe your head's in the middle? I don't know. You see my thumb over here on the right? And if you go kitty corner up to the left, you can see the movement. And he just went away. Yep. It's moving. You can see the shadow moving around. That's about all you can see in these thick shells. Okay, time to go back in your incubator. And egg sacked it a little bit. I'm just showing this one because it's really weird looking. See how the blob is split in half? I had another one like this, and it just didn't look right, so I took it out. And that one didn't have a blob in there to speak of. It just was all funky looking like this. This one has a little... There it is. It's hard to get it as definitive as I saw it. But that little thing right there doesn't look right. And I can't find it now. But it's split. And it's just strange looking. So, these were all the failures. And I have about, what, 2/3 of them that are probably fertile, some for sure, and some I just can't see very well enough to tell. We will crack these open and see what happened. Well, they're not huddled directly under the light, but I think they might be cold, I'm not sure. Are acting like it's too hot, but they're shivering. I don't know what the heck to do with these things. Okay, same problem as when I tried to hatch eggs in there. It's not warm enough, apparently. So what is in there is one of those clear ones. And I seem to recall with the thermometer that the ones that were not clear made a little more heat. This is a 60, what the heck are you? It's dirty is what it is. 60 watt, 120 volts. And this one, I have no idea what they are. Is it 50, 100, or 150? I'm going to keep this off for very long. But there's 3 or 4 eggs in there, marked 610. Those were some of the ones that the mothers abandoned. Are you stuck in your shell? Okay, let me see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, your thing is stuck to you. Let's see what's going on. I don't want to hurt you. Come here. So these are all my duds. And I marked them and candled them last night for the last time before we do lockdown. And like this one had a ring around the egg. So we're gonna take a look here if I can. This really grosses me out when they're this big. Yeah, there was another one. I don't know what happened. Everything was all healthy inside. And he was fully grown. Yeah. Here, puppy. It's so disgusting. There's another one. Dang it, they're fully grown chicks in there. Is there water in there or what? I can't do this one-handed. Oh, yeah. I don't think that was from the sack or anything. Another fully formed chick. Why are my chicks quitting right at the last minute? I got 4 out of 30. I had 3 or 4 that were stopped at nickel size, like, 5 to 10 days. But most of them, out of all of them, were fully formed chicks. Because I candled several moving ones in this bunch before, out at day 18, and then they just weren't. So, and this next one, I'm going to try a dry hatch and keep an eye on the air sac and see what that does. We're going to give these to Puppy. Really gross, but Puppy loves them, and it's free food for him, huh? Ew. Yeah, we're done with that. Yeah, that one just didn't. He quit, like, right after the 18th day. I don't know why. I gotta clean yours out too. Yuck. Every day.